Another Fortnite update has come out today, and with this update there was a few major changes, but it's mostly minor bug fixes. I'm going to start with the major changes and then I'll mention some of the minor bug fixes at the tail end of this video. Firstly, medium ammo will now drop in stacks of 20 rather than 10. This is a huge change because you're going to have a lot more assault rifle ammo to go around. At this point I'm not really sure if I agree with this change. I'll have to play a lot more on this update to really form a concrete opinion about how this ammo change actually impacts the game. But ammo shouldn't be nearly as much as a concern going forward. I kind of like that you had to be more conservative with your ammo and be selective in the fights you took and how you used your assault rifle ammo, because it was kind of scarce at times. And if you weren't smart about it or you didn't have good aim, you were going to quickly run out and then not be with any assault rifle ammo. Now doubling the amount of ammo that drops in stacks should likely change how much you use. You won't have to conserve it nearly as much, and you'll probably have a lot of ammo and you generally won't have to be concerned with it at all. So like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Overall, I think it's kind of a bad thing because I liked how you had to conserve ammo, but this should reduce the amount of times where you just really run out of ammo and just kind of get screwed over that way. Another ammo change is that rocket ammo spawn rate has been decreased by 25%. I think this is a good change overall. Limiting the spam of rockets is good because it makes building more viable in the late game, and building is a core aspect of Fortnite, and if everybody has rockets to spam, then building is kind of useless and not important at all because people can just easily blow up your buildings. But with rockets being reduced, it's a good thing, I think, because there's going to be less rocket spam. And this should also potentially lead to more assault rifle ammo because something has to spawn in place of what would have been rocket ammo in the past. So it may be assault rifle ammo, it may be pistol ammo, it may be sniper, shotgun. It's going to be something other than rockets. I feel that I would often get rockets out of ammo boxes in the early game, and that was kind of annoying because you don't really need rockets early on. So it'll be nice to get something that's more useful in its place in those instances where I'm opening the ammo boxes. Another major change is that there's going to be new sensitivity sliders for scoped weapons. I think this is a massive good change because it should make sniping more viable. I don't understand how it is on computer, but on console I felt the scope sensitivity was way too high, and so being able to change it and make the sensitivity lower without having to lower your base sensitivity will be a good thing, because then I'll be able to snipe more consistently. And even if some people like the way it was previously, they could just leave the sensitivity alone. Just adding the option of and allowing people to change how sensitive the scoped weapons are is a good change overall, and it'll allow everyone to fine-tune how sensitive they want their scope to be. Players can now tilt the camera higher and lower than before. I'm not sure how I feel about this because the amount of change wasn't really stated, but I think it could be a bad thing because it could lead to more third-person camera abuse, which I don't think is a good thing. So one of my least favorite things about this game is that people abuse the third-person camera. Of course, the game is third-person, so it's just kind of a given, but overall I don't like that. So being able to tilt the camera higher and lower could be a bad thing. Like I said, they didn't really state values, so we can't really speculate too much on that. On the performance end, they reduced the time it takes to load the map and generally improved loading times and frame rate. This is just objectively a good thing. We get to spend less time loading the map, and a more stable frame rate is obviously a good thing for everyone. And that's it for most of the major changes of this update. Some minor changes include increase the distance you can hear players building. That's not that big of a change. Kind of nerfs building a bit, but it doesn't really matter because you're probably building in the late game anyways, and you're probably going to quickly build your house, and then it really won't matter too much if people can hear you. And then they also made it to where you could switch between players when spectating. This is another minor change that I don't really think impacts the game at all. It's nice you could change who you're spectating, but it really doesn't matter. And then there's a few other bug fixes that I'm not really going to mention because they were oddly specific, and I didn't encounter any of these bugs myself when playing, so they weren't really massive things that needed to be fixed. They just were minor bugs that were changed, or fixed rather. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of the medium ammo change. Have you found, do you think that's going to ruin the game and make it to where too much ammo is around and then you won't really have to be as concerned with limiting your shots and conserving your ammo? Or do you think it's a good thing because now you'll be able to have enough ammo to hopefully play the game out? If you found this video helpful, a like rating would be appreciated, and you should consider subscribing for more Fortnite content if you did enjoy this video. Thank you for watching.